What time is it today, my creatives? That's right, it's photo hacking time. And today I wanted to bring to you a tutorial on how to reset your Photoshop settings and troubleshoot through Photoshop. I had a special request from a customer who was having a difficult time in Photoshop with not necessarily my content, because my content can open in Photoshop, and I'll show you that it can. And as you can see, I've already been testing it in here. So a lot of times what happens is that people don't unlock the layer, and then they don't check the transform control box, in which now Photoshop, the new version of Photoshop, it has this box. I hate this box, but it's retarded, I know. But if you don't check that box, you're not going to be able to resize. Okay. So if you're getting some kind of error where you can't select pixels or something like that, something is terribly wrong with your Photoshop. What you're going to want to do, restarting your computer is simply not going to be enough. You're going to go to Edit, Preferences, General, and then Reset Preferences on Quit. You're going to check that box. And what that does, it completely resets everything back to factory settings. All your stuff is going to, not the stuff that you have, but actually the settings within Photoshop are going to reset. And then the other thing that you can do is you can go back in to your My Computer and go to the previous version of Photoshop. So right now I'm running 2018. Say for instance, if 2018 version is being buggy, you can actually go into your My Computer, go into the local disk C drive. I'm not going to go in there because I don't want to show the whole world my personal files, because it's a security risk. So I'm not gonna do that, but I'll tell you where you can get it. You're gonna go to local disk C, go to the programs and files, and then you're going to go to Adobe, and you're going to go to Adobe Photoshop, and then you're going to select the previous version. And you can use that version until whenever Photoshop works out their bugs. That's what I do. Or you can contact Adobe directly and ask them about the bugs, but usually there's a lot of people who've already contacted them about the same issue. So it usually gets itself worked out eventually. But what I do is I usually revert to the oldest version until they get their stuff together. And unfortunately, with programs, nothing is 100% perfect. Just like your internet doesn't work 100% all the time. Just like if you have a website, your server, it's not up 100% of the time. This is an imperfect world. People make mistakes, just like people make mistakes. The softwares, they have bugs. Nothing is perfect. You can't expect anything to be 100% completely perfect. With that being said, Photoshop is the best program out there. It does have the least bugs. If you're working in something like a Hungry JPEG or Canva, you can also open these files because they're 100% universal. I'm not going to knock anybody for using Canva or JPEG, but I am going to tell you that using Photoshop, you can do so much more stuff with it. You're going to be limited in what you can do. So, and this is another file from that particular set. And I'm just going to close all of this stuff. Press enter. Close. No, I don't want to save the changes. Close. These are all the files that I open regarding this, and they all work. And this is a project I'm working on right now, fixing to be released. Over 600 glitters and foils with brushes. It's going to be amazing, awesome. You're going to be able to do a lot of stuff with it. But anyways, another thing I wanted to mention, when you get files and they're downloaded from the internet, whether you're using a PC or Mac, the computer system is going to compress the files. So when they're compressed like this, they're going to look blurry or less of quality. But of course, when you open them up, they're going to retain their brilliance, as you can see. Now I'm just going to go in here and resize this so you can see. I'm going to hit the show transform controls, and I'm going to resize it to show you that the files indeed do work. And then I'm just going to close this. No, I don't want to save this. I'm going to go back to the files. You have approximately 13 JPEGs here. You have the sample covers of what they are. I'm going to go ahead and open these in Windows Photo Viewer. As you can see with the example files, I've already completed this step for you to show you. This is basically a display of what you can do with these projects. This is their 100% zoom version. You can use them as backgrounds. These are the brush strokes that come with it. You've got plain brush strokes. You've got rainbow and glitter brush strokes and pink and glitter brush strokes in this set. You can make business cards, backgrounds, whatever your heart's content. Then I'm going to show you the brush strokes here. These are all the brush strokes. I'm going to zoom in so you can see them here. They're nice quality. And they're looking kind of blurry. I don't know what's going on with Windows Photo Viewer. Has been really gay lately. I'm going to open these in Photoshop. So you can see that these are quite lovely. You can resize them with no problem. And then just hit enter. It's going to do its little thing and then close it. No, I don't want to save the changes. And you have the pink and glitter brush strokes here. I'm just going to open one so you can see them. You can resize them. Up and down we go. Press enter. Now, one thing that you're going to have to do is you won't be able to resize or do anything unless you unlock the layer. So a lot of people forget to do that. So up and down we go. They're completely resizable. You have to press enter. Nope, I don't want to save the changes. So basically that's it. So if you have any questions, please leave comments below. Appreciate you tuning in. Thanks so much for watching.